Good afternoon. My name is Diana Hunt, and I'm sitting out here in my yard this afternoon just playing ball with my dogs and with this little sweetheart, Baby Dumpling. And I thought I would take this opportunity to just share a little bit about my dream of creating a self help book um, with a very simple plan of taking 30 days to restructure the way you think. Begin to practice thought stopping techniques that can actually bring you some real time results and lower some discomfort emotionally from obsessive thoughts. I believe that these obsessive thoughts they get in the way of us achieving our goals. Two things are going on at the same time, I believe. We've got a dream that we want to fulfill, a desire to do something different in our life. But then also, we're stuck. We can be stuck in some old stinking thinking or old errors of thinking, as some of the therapeutic models describe it. And so, my idea is that I would like to take my experience as a licensed clinical counselor and my experience as an addict and a person who struggles with mental health and put that into a book that could be used to help others to discover their superpower, like I like to call it, the superpower uh, of self control, but also of choice. Because when we find ourselves being elevated emotionally in a negative way, every decision that we make is going to be skewed as a result of that negative emotion. And so many times it knocks us off course of what we really want to do because some old behavior gets activated. Either we get our feelings hurt, our ego gets upset, and we're off and running with an old pattern of behavior and thoughts and emotions. And science is proving now that those thoughts and emotions, they have chemicals, and those chemicals are addictive. Those stress hormones can be addictive to us. Um, Science is proving that because of those chemicals and us becoming addicted to them, we stay in relationships that aren't really benefiting us. We don't step out of our comfort zone because it's unfamiliar, and those stress hormones cause us to seek the familiar, even if that familiar is something that's harmful to us and not beneficial to us. So, um, I'm asking for some help to be able to fund this project of mine. I've done a little research, um, and I don't know anything about publishing. I know very little about writing. I just know that I've got a message that I really want to get out there. And I've done a little research about the prices of getting a writing assistant and a publisher and an editor and marketing and all those kind of things. And so I've come up with a ballpark amount of 20,000. It's just my goal to hopefully get as close as I can to try and get all these moving parts together. And I'd like to ask that you share this, like it, share, donate if you can. If you can't, I completely understand. I've been there, but I appreciate the shares. Share it as much as you can. Maybe someone else, we can just get the word out. So I appreciate you listening to me ramble this afternoon, and I'll keep in touch and share a little bit every week about my vision for this book and how I use it in my life, and also how I teach this where I work, where I love what I do, providing therapy to folks struggling with dual diagnosis situations and issues, and teaching, which is another thing that I love to do. And like I said, this is a dream of mine. I was somebody that dropped out of high school because I had my own reading and comprehension issues and an old belief that I developed really early that I can't do this. Like I'm not smart enough to do things. And so what ended up happening was I just dropped out. I just quit. And the unfortunate thing was I had quite a bit of a journey with drugs and alcohol and abusive relationships and really destructive behavior until finally coming to an awakening, I would say, first of all, through recovery, stopping using, stopping regulating my emotions or the lack thereof, with substances that were causing more harm than good, and then my own therapy. And so I would like to take this message and publish my book and do some other things. Have a website that I can use to market and sell and things like that, which I know nothing about, which I would need to have someone else to do that for me. But you know what? I'm encouraged because when we believe that we can do something, we begin to change that old belief of I can't, I'm not going to be able to do this, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not young enough. When we begin to change that and catch a vision of I can, things begin to be possible. And that's the message that I have for anybody that would be reading my book or listening to my TikToks and the things that I talk about, is that you can. The power lies within you. You have a superpower within you. It's there. It is there. And all you need to do is just take a few steps, practice a few things each day to tap into that and take off flying. So I appreciate you guys listening to me, and any support would be very helpful. Share and like, and as always, take a little time each day to pay some kind attention to your thoughts, to your body, to your spirit, and it will overflow to everyone that you know. Thank you so very much.